Happy winter solstice, everyone. It's December 21st. And for me, it's also Happy Yule. If you practice the Druidic Germanic tradition, then it would be Yule. And as you may or may not remember, about a year or so ago, I started doing Yuletide vlogs and stated that I had realized that, yes, I'm a shamanic witch, but I'm also a druidess. A lot of what I do, it is the Celtic path. I'm on the Celtic path and the Druidic tradition. That my grandmother was German, not Irish. So better late than never, I found out. And it's why I've been attracted to the Norse pantheon and Thor and Odin and Loki. So once you get in touch with your inner self, you follow your intuition, it will really tell you what your roots are. And I haven't had it done yet. So in this book, To Ride a Silver Broomstick, one of the first books that I purchased, in your days of celebration, she has here Yule or Yuletide winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. And it goes from December 21st to about the 31st. It begins on Mother Night, 12 days of Christmas. So it's going to go to about the 1st or the 3rd of January. We celebrate the Holly King, the Oak King, and this can be represented by the buck. And there he is. I forgot to put him out there. So she goes on to say, "12 days of Christmas, Caledonian tradition called Alban Arthan is not considered a fire val." Took me a while to figure out my tradition. Since this is a solar festival, it is celebrated by fire and by the use of the Yule log. The colors of the season are red and green and are of original pagan descent. The art of cutting and decorating the Yule tree and exchanging gifts are also pagan derivatives. Wreaths of holly and fancy cookies and bread are a part of the tradition as well. Food is prepared especially for the after-dinner Yule when the tree is lighted and the Yule log is burned. A portion of the Yule log is saved to be used in lighting next year's log. This piece is kept throughout the year to protect the home. Bayberry candles are also burned to ensure wealth and happiness throughout the following year. The reindeer stag is a reminder of the horned god. So if you find yourself trying to choose a card for both Christian and pagan friends, choose a nature scene that includes the stag. So red and green are opposite colors on the color wheel. And to me, it can represent energy to manifest into the physical world. This is a time that we can start setting our intentions for the new year. This is what I do every single year until finally we get to the end of the month or close to the end of the month and the end of Yuletide. And then we can release that desire out into the ether for the coming year. And as you may or may not know, I have started a couple of years ago actually detailing out a wheel separating the areas of my life that I wanted to work on. And I've actually been able to improve several of those areas: finance, health, going to the doctor, going to Pilates, and then now going to the gym, and then working to improve my credit. And it's a slow process. But if I didn't do this, I would not have been able to have any focus. And then I set it here next to the calendar so that I always have a visual of what it is that I'm working on. Once in a while, I'll take a color and I'll color it in to see how much of it I'm actually progressing with. Sometimes I'll go ahead and I'll put the dates of certain things and what I would like to have. So this is a more linear way, and this is a visual way. And then I write things on the calendar. But I also have a poster. Now this poster, I don't have an office anymore, so I put it in here in the utility room, and I've taped it to the door, and I've made a graph, and then I've made columns of things that I wanted to do. So how much would go into savings? First start with the CD, which I actually did last year. Then I had to use that for the car repair, but that is a part of building my credit. So then here I have investing, which I am starting again very slowly. Crypto, I have a question mark. I think I'm just going to drop that. And then 3B saver for a house. I don't know what that is. I can't remember. So then here I'm looking at the portion of money I've been spending for housing. And then over here I'm actually giving myself timelines as to how much money I'd like to be saving by a certain month. So that's one way that you can do it. You can also sit down and just write out a long list of things that you would like to accomplish for the year, and even some things that you would like to have. I've gone twice now over the past 3 to 4 months driving younger Camrys because I need to get one. Now here I have a little petition for prosperity. So this would be something that you could place at the base of a candle and make sure that you're reading it either in the morning or afternoon, or especially at night before you go to bed. So that is all I have for you today. I am off for the holidays, and I'm going to probably be going to the gym more often. It really makes me feel much, much better. I've been on the row machine, and I thought it would wear me out, but I felt really, really good the next day when I got up to go to work. So take care, because if you have your health, you have everything. See you later.